Welcome back to the New Orleans Saints franchise mode here on Madden 25. We have got the regular season now of the 2026 season. We got to get some things underway, or got to get some things, out of the way before we get into the regular season. We have a message from somebody. Let's see what this is. Preseason's over. Oh, apparently we had a position battle at right end, and Isaiah Foskey won. Okay, that's fine. I really don't care, honestly. I believe we had one of these early in the franchise mode with Taysom Hill and Juwan Johnson for our tight end spot. Obviously, that is now Dalvin Crosby, but that's besides the point. We have a media interview. I don't know why my preseason week 1 game didn't save. So it says we're 0-3 in the preseason. But again, who cares? It's preseason games. Hopefully that doesn't happen to us in the regular season. Coach, let's talk about the team's identity. What is your defensive identity? Well, we can't shut down the pass game, so it's going to be creating turnovers and sacks. Because the rest, we can't do. What would a successful season look like? Super Bowl or bust? We lost back-to-back Super Bowls. 18 interceptions and 40 sacks. 18 picks is more likely because, Demario Davis literally did that himself in the first season. Let's check back at the end of the season. All right, don't do that, but I promised I'd get 18 picks. Well, that was the only option I was given. I mean, come on. We're going to have to cut some players, but first, I'm looking at free agency. And there's some guys that could help us. Now, could I go out and get Matthew Stafford? I could. Could I get Alvin Kamara back? I would. But I kind of like our running back room. There's one guy I want. We could get DeAndre Hopkins, but there's a guy I want. Garrett Bowles. He's 34 years old, but he's a 79 overall. He's not going to start for us, but he's going to be a bench guy. So if any of our linemen get hurt or any of our tackles get hurt, he can just fill in at that role. I don't mind that at all. There's really no other free agent that I want to go out and get, because also we're going to have to cut a bunch of guys coming up right now. I think it's going to be 17 players I think we have to cut. 17, I just have to look this way from my screen. So obviously, 58 overall, Caleb Whitaker we can get rid of. Travion Davis we can get rid of. He's a 60 overall. Matt Jackson, no, not one of the young bucks, is going to get cut. Walter McCullers, move him to the practice squad. John, 63 overall, goodbye. Roy Buckley, bye. Brandon Joseph, 64 overall, bye. Gabe Allen, 65 overall, practice squad. Jason Taylor, cut. Melvin Bush, he is our 11th corner, practice squad. Alex Justice, practice squad. Josiah, practice squad. Braden Ricard, I kind of want to keep around. Even though he's really not that fast. We'll see. Wright, gone. Christian Boyd, practice squad. We're keeping Braxton Berrios. He's our kick returner. Daquan Battle, 89. I kind of want to keep him. 89 speed, 22 years of age. I kind of want to keep that guy around. Bub means Quez Watkins. We're definitely not getting rid of Watkins. We need to cut 3 more guys. We can go position by position here and see what we have. Okay, 58 overall, gone. Okay, 59 overall, gone. One more. I don't want to get rid of Derek Carr. Nick Whitfield, I'm not too impressed. He's low on the depth chart. Practice squad. I think that's... he's not going to play. That's why I'm okay with getting rid of him. Let's go to week number 1. We're taking on the Cincinnati Bengals at, Paycor Stadium is it called now? Paycor Stadium. We're the better football team. It's just a 1 p.m. game. We're going to have an interview before. Let's set our coach's goal this season, then we'll do our interview. Win the Super Bowl's our goal. Yep, that's what it is. Let's see. Now let's do our media interview, and then we should be good to take on the Bengals and Joe Burrow this week. We're back on the practice field again for another interview. Coach, going into the season, what area of your team is the strongest? Our offense, obviously. Undoubtedly, it's our offense. They're probably going to ask us, what position? Yep. Okay, pass defense or run defense? Oh, wait. Oh, part of the defense worries me. Pass defense, obviously. I mean, come on. Can you be more specific? Well, corners, safeties, or pass rush? Probably our safeties. We get burnt downfield all the time. What equals success? They end up with 8 interceptions, because that can actually happen. We're not holding opposing quarterbacks to under 3,500 yards. That's just not happening. Okay. Again, we are expecting opposing offenses to score on us. The thing is, for us this season, we got to be able to move the ball downfield, which we should be. Again, our team is absolutely loaded this season. Nick Chubb is healthy. Our receiving core, again, you've got Chris Olave, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and Mike Evans. I really like this team this season. We should be even better than we were in the first 2 years, and we should be able to go out here and put some beatdowns on teams. So let's do it. Week 1, Saints and Bengals from Cincinnati. Let's go 1-0. All right, week number 1 of the 2026 NFL regular season, and the Saints will start it on the road here in Cincinnati, Ohio, against the Cincinnati Bengals. And if there's any team we want to play at the beginning of the season, it's them. Because again, you've seen it in real life. The Bengals have started 0-3. Personally, I think the Panthers are going to beat them in week 4, but that's neither here or there. Go check out the prediction videos down in the description down below. But again, the Bengals historically, or at least with Joe Burrow, have always played bad to start the regular season. We get them in week 1. They are wearing their color rush all whites here at home at Paycor Stadium. But I feel pretty good about this week 1 matchup. Obviously, next week we go back home to New Orleans, Monday Night Football, where it is going to be Father's Day in New Orleans because we're taking on the Carolina Panthers. But we'll get to that game when we get there. We're taking on the Bengals tonight. And real quick, we are without Chris Olave. Don't know how it happened. I started the game and Olave was injured just for this week. It happened to Jackson Smith and Jigba a couple times last season. No Olave tonight for the Saints. It will be JSN, Mike Evans, and Quez Watkins rounding out the receiving core as we start things off with a Nick Chubb run, and he fumbles the football on his first carry of the year. Is he washed? I don't know. That is real. That is bad. That is really bad. And we have an injury on the play too. Joe Burrow comes out from the 19-yard line, looking over the middle. That ball is going to be incomplete. Huge hit by Demario Davis. 3rd and 9 for Cincinnati from the 19. Burrow looking to throw. He'll check it down to his second-year running back, Joe Braden, out of V-Tech. It's going to be a 4th and inches for Burrow. Looking to his right. That ball's incomplete. Wow, what a stand by the Saints defense. They get off the field and get the offense back on the field. 2nd and 16 for Spencer Rattler. His first completion of the year goes to N'Keal Harry. Harry down to the 21-yard line. 3rd and 4 for New Orleans from the 28. Rattler over the middle. Mike Evans holds on to the football. That was a big signing in the offseason for New Orleans. Rattler now has it on a 3rd and 2. He goes back to Evans, but this time he drops it. 4th and 2 Saints, they will go. Kendre Miller in the game, and he's got the first down. Why is Kendre Miller in the game, you might ask? Well, Nick Chubb is injured. He dislocated his shoulder. He is out for the next 4 weeks. Yeah. And speaking of injuries, Spencer Rattler gets injured as you see him down in the field. So welcome in Malik Willis. The running back core now will be Jerome Ford and Kendre Miller. You're going to see both of them. Malik Willis is now in the game at quarterback. On a 3rd and 4, Willis gets sacked. At the 23-yard line, the Saints will be forced to kick a field goal. It's Cameron Dicker from 40 yards out, and the Saints scored their first points of the season by Dicker. Now, thankfully for New Orleans, unlike the Nick Chubb injury, Spencer Rattler will be back on the field for the next drive. Willis, of course, only had to make 1 pass in that drive, and it's all right. So thankfully, we're going to get Rattler back, but Nick Chubb will be out for the next 4 weeks after just 1 quarter of play. 3-0 for the Saints. Burrow and the Bengals from the 42-yard line, dropping back, looking to throw over the middle. He has got Jamar Chase. It is Chase's first catch of the season for 8 yards, making this now a 2nd and 2. Burrow on the handoff to Braden, and Joe Braden's got the first down to the 28-yard line. 3rd and 9, though, for Cincinnati. Burrow looking to get rid of it. In the pocket, he's got time, and he finds his receiver for the first down. It is Wan'Dale Robinson. 1st and 10 from the 12 for Cincinnati. Chase in motion. Burrow looking to his right. Wide open. Wan'Dale Robinson again. I don't know how he got that wide open deep in the end zone. Robinson puts the Bengals up 7-3. Here come the Saints offense back on the field from the 24. And here again is Spencer Rattler on a 1st and 10 looking to throw. Going for Mike Evans, and that ball's picked. I mean, okay, the read wasn't the best from Rattler, but if he puts that ball towards the sidelines and lets Evans run for it, maybe Logan Wilson does not intercept that football. I'm just saying. I don't think it was a horrible decision. I don't think it was the best ball, though, by the COT commander, Spencer Rattler. Joe Burrow on the offense back on the field. There is his tight end, Mike Gesicki, for 8 yards. 2nd and 2 from the 17. Handoff, it's the backup running back in Cordell McCullough. McCullough down to the 3-yard line, setting up a goal-to-go opportunity for Cincinnati. Burrow, quick out route. There is Mike Gesicki for 6. The Bengals now go up 14-3 thanks to that Gesicki touchdown. And the Saints now find themselves down by 11. Spencer Rattler from the 28-yard line looking to throw over the middle. There is Quez Watkins. His first grab as a member of the Saints. Watkins wasn't supposed to have a huge role in this team, but with Chris Olave being out tonight, Watkins will get an extended look. Shout out to Kendre Miller, first down on that run. 3rd and 8 New Orleans. Rattler looking to throw, stepping up, down he goes. Trey Hendrickson and company with the sack. It is the Bengals' 3rd of the game, and they will get the football back after a Saints punt. Burrow gonna get the ball off and find T. Higgins. He's got Kool-Aid on him, but Higgins will pick up a gain of 20 on that grab. 3rd and 3 Bengals. Burrow looking to throw. In the pocket, Joe Burrow to his right. That ball's picked. Darnell Savage steps in front of Wan'Dale Robinson, and in Savage's first game as a Saint, he gets an interception. A huge play by Darnell Savage gets the Saints the ball back, and maybe that's what this offense needs. 3rd and 10, Spencer Rattler looking to throw, nowhere to go. I mean, he had a guy upfield, just couldn't get the ball off in time. Cincinnati gets the ball after another New Orleans punt. 2nd and 4, Joe Burrow scrambling to his right. Burrow's got an open tight end downfield. I believe that's Eric All, the man out of Iowa. 1st and 10, and oh, Burrow's gonna throw a pick. Granderson just steps up, or, I don't know how he got that interception. Carl Granderson, of course, a defensive end for our football team, just looks up, catches the football, and that is a huge play for New Orleans, getting us the ball back in the 2nd interception of Joe Burrow so far tonight. So 1 minute 13 seconds left in the half. There is a completion to Dalvin Crosby to the 33-yard line. Rattler now from the 33 looking to throw. 1st and 10, stepping up. Rattler is sacked again. It is the 5th of the game for the Bengals, and now we face a 2nd and 15. Rattler to his left finds Mike Evans. Huge conversion, or huge play for a gain of 13, setting up for a 3rd and 2. We go back on the ground to the former Texas Christian Horned Frog, and that, of course, is Kendre Miller. He's got the first down, but now we face a 3rd and 10 from the 22. We've gone nowhere in 2 plays, and we're going to continue to go nowhere, as that is an incomplete pass. Cameron Dicker comes out for his 2nd field goal of the game, and Dicker, the kicker, hits it from 39 yards out. But the Saints find themselves down by 8. It is a 1-score game, but man, missed opportunities after missed opportunities. Only field goals to show so far for last year's highest scoring offense. It's 6-14 at half. So let's do it. Cameron Dicker has been, I guess, the team MVP so far. He's going to boot it deep back to Cincinnati. Of course, I hate this new kickoff in real life. I think it's really stupid. But anyways, we're going to get the fumble recovery. Sewell going to force it out. I don't know who hopped on it, but New Orleans picks the football back up. So we've got it from the 24-yard line. Can we finally convert and get into the end zone? Well, there's Mike Evans for a gain of 7. Here comes a 2nd and 3. Rattler on the handoff to Jerome Ford. Ford's got the first down. The former Cincinnati Bearcat for a gain of 11. Here comes a 2nd and goal from the 8. Rattler looking to throw over the middle. Mike Evans. Oh, the ball's swatted down. Thought we had it. 3rd and goal Saints. 2 running backs in the game. Rattler looking to scramble. Down he goes. He's dropped at the 15, and New Orleans will have to kick another field goal. 32 yards. It is Dicker's 3rd of the game, but a 5-point lead still for the Bengals, 14-9. Joe Burrow back with the ball from the 27-yard line. Looking on an out route there is Wan'Dale Robinson. I believe he's been his leading receiver so far tonight. 2nd and 1, Burrow from the 36. Looking to throw Joe Burrow to his right. That ball is going to be caught. It is the running back in Cordell McCullough. McCullough down now to the 44-yard line, setting up for a 1st and 10 for the Cincinnati offense. Burrow looking to his right. That ball will be caught by T. Higgins. We can't tackle him. 2 missed tackles, 3 missed tackles, and T. Higgins will be in for the touchdown. What are we doing, guys? We had opportunities to tackle this man, just no one could do it. The Bengals will now be up 21-9 here in the 3rd quarter. Spencer Rattler looking to his left quickly. He will find Mike Evans. That is a huge gain, and on 1 play, the Saints find themselves in plus territory. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Handoff, Kendre Miller getting to the outside. He's got the first down. Huge run for Kendre Miller, who we've been saying has all the makings of being a really good running back and starting running back for this football team. 1st and 10, Dalvin Crosby, and finally, in the 3rd quarter, the Saints get into the end zone here in week number 1. Dalvin Crosby for the score, the 2nd-year tight end. The former 1st-round pick gets in. 16-21 is now our score with the Bengals back with the football. 1st and 10, Burrow looking to throw to his left. He has got a wide open T. Higgins for the first down to the Saints' 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for Joe Burrow. Empty gun look. Looking to throw to his right. That ball's picked. Jerome Baker, the former Seahawk in his first game as a Saint, and he is gone. Jerome Baker, 44 yards to the house. Jerome Baker on the interception for a touchdown, read that route perfectly, picks off Joe Burrow, and the Saints will now look to go for 2 to take a 3-point lead, and we're gonna go on the ground. Oh god, okay, never mind. We ran right towards Trey Hendrickson, and Miller is stuffed. So Cincinnati back with the football from the 27-yard line, handoff to their starting running back, and a big gain right there for Joe Braden, again, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, for the first down to the 44-yard line. Now the Bengals are from midfield, and that ball's picked. Kool-Aid McKinstry steps in front of Cordell McCullough, and McKinstry is gone. It is a 50-yard pick six for Kool-Aid McKinstry, and back-to-back drives for the Bengals, and back-to-back interceptions for touchdowns. Cincinnati now down by 8 after they were up by 8, and wow, another interception by Burrow. That one wasn't even a great play by our defender. Burrow just threw it right to Antoine McAllister. And the Saints now take over possession from the 43-yard line, where they can start to really put it on this Bengals team. 1st and 10, Rattler going for Jerome. Oh my goodness. We were looking for Jerome Ford, and that ball will be intercepted, and the Saints are going to get a taste of their own medicine. Interception for a touchdown for the Cincinnati Bengals. Yikes. It is Cam Taylor Britt on the pick six, and now the Bengals will go for 2 to try to take the lead, to tie this game. Burrow looking, being pressured, and we will get to him. Huge hit by, I believe, Demario Davis. All right, the Saints still up by 2 points. Could be a lot more right now, but let's go back to the ground and grind this team out with Kendre Miller. Down to the 42-yard line, it's a 1st and 10 for the Saints. We're throwing, Rattler looking over the top. Got him, man! Quez Watkins, he's too fast! Quez Watkins over the top! And the Saints are going to go back up by 2 scores. Actually, go up by 2 scores for the first time in this game. They will be up by 9, 36-27. And that is what Quez Watkins can bring to this football team. Again, in spots like that, when we need a deep ball, Watkins is our guy. And look who fumbles the kickoff return again. Cordell McCullough coughs it up, and now this is where the Saints can try to bury this Bengals team. Mike Evans over the top will be brought down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for the Saints. Power set. Here comes Kendre Miller. Get in! Miller for the score. 42-27. We will see if the Saints will look to go up by 3 scores with a 2-point conversion being up 15. But Kendre Miller gets in the end zone, and here is the 2-point conversion, and Miller gets right back in. 44-27. It's a 17-point cushion for the Saints, and how quickly did this game turn on its head here in Cincinnati? I mean, absolutely insane stuff here. T. Higgins is one of the hardest receivers, I guess, to bring to the ground, but a 44-27 lead for the Saints as we close out this 3rd quarter. I mean, the Saints had 6 points going into the quarter. My goodness. We literally just had a 38-point quarter. I mean, that is one of the craziest things that could possibly happen. As again, the Saints are up 44-27. Joe Burrow has 5 interceptions in this game. I mean, he was handing them out to everyone. That's a good ball right there to T. Higgins. We're lucky, or Burrow's lucky, that Kool-Aid didn't get the interception on that one. 3rd and 12, Burrow finds Jamar Chase. Somehow he gets in the end zone on that play. Again, our tackling is just horrible. We're looking like the University of New Mexico out here. But Jamar Chase gets in the end zone. He hits the gritty. It's 44-34. Saints offense back on the field on a 3rd and 5. Quick hitter. That is Jackson Smith-Njigba's first catch of the night. And yeah, he is on the depth chart right now with Olave out, our number 1 receiver. He just hasn't been open all game long. We're not going to get a 3rd and 6, so we're going to go for it on 4th and 6. Again, I feel good about our offense right now. Rattler looking to his right, finds Dalvin Crosby. Good pitch and catch right there. The Bengals are now struggling to try to get back into this football game, down by 10 with 5 minutes to go. Rattler now over the top. Mike Evans, what a grab! Evans still got a whole lot left in the tank. He goes up and gets the post route, and the Saints are going to go up by 17, and that should do it. With 17 seconds to go, Joe Burrow actually got injured on this last drive, so here's Gardner Minshew, and Minshew's going to find Jamar Chase for Chase's 2nd touchdown of the night, but obviously with the time remaining, that is the football game. That's something of note for the Bengals. Of course, they're not in the NFC, so we really don't care, because again, the Ravens are definitely going to get out of the AFC again, probably, but I think Burrow's fine. You can see him walking up the field right there. Minshew just closed out the game. No reason to push Burrow back into a meaningless spot. But again, the Saints are victorious here are on the road in Cincinnati. They win 51-41, and just a really good start to the season. Again, we found ourselves with only 6 points at halftime, but a 38-point third quarter is what propelled New Orleans to victory here on the road. They start the season 1-0, and next week we go back home to the Superdome, Monday Night Football, to take on the Carolina Panthers, of course, and Bryce Young. So again, Young has never beat the Saints in his career. Let's hope that next week it does not change. Rattler with 330 yards and a big victory from New Orleans. So folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 46 of the New Orleans Saints franchise mode here on Madden 25. If you have not yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.